Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Radhikai Priyatmani Srimati Bhaktivedanta Nayan Goswami Maharaj ki Dupakadamayam Vatiswapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Padakamalam Sri Guru Vasalamcha Surupam Sagajatam Sagajantam Vitam Sadevam Sadvaitam Pajitam Sadvaitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Nando Jagatpati Gopi Sagopi Kanta Radhakanta Namostute Taptakanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavanisvare Brisavivacha Padidram Pavirivu Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Rama Hare Hare. Reading from Srimad Bhagavad Gita by His Holiness Krishna Balaram Swami. Again, I would like to recognize two devotees here, Ramabhadra Das and Isvara Das. Avikaryam uchate tasmad ivam Virit Vainam Danusitum Arhase. Well, knowing this, you should not grieve over it. Daan ka, bayan ko daan. Tanaw sila na ko, tugaan mo nawahi. How come I nawahi? Instruments. The nature of the soul, however, can be realized in the form of consciousness. The consciousness, which is the symptom of the soul, pervades the entire body and causes one to think that the body is alive, though currently embodied in the material form. This form is eternally a spiritual spark that has a spiritual form. Lord Krishna repeats this knowledge over and so I'd like to continue text 26 since they're quite similar. Ha chanem nitya jatam nityam samanasi martam. Tadhapi tvam mahabahu, reason to lament for it. From the beginning, Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna has explained the eternality of the soul on the basis of the logic revealed scripture, but now he brings social custom in the discourse. The Buddhists, for example, believe that at death, other philosophers and scientists claim that the soul is a combination of chemicals which dissipate after death. But so here in Gita, summarize is observing the laws, can explain more about the nature of the soul. Because Arjuna wanted or don't want to fight against his enemies on the battlefield, etc. Because those enemies are his kinsmen or his relatives, nephews, cousins, or fight those who are, his relative itself on the battlefield. So again, here Krishna said, invincible, inconceivable, unchangeable, no? Because he found himself like, as we see ourselves in the mirror, we think that we are a person, a man, a woman, okay, a rich, a poor, a black and white, a Filipino American, but actually you are not. We are not. So it stated also here also that the situations and some people says that some of their relatives when they passed away they saw some form, no? Like an old person dies and then the soul rises separated from that form. An old, for example, old woman, no? Like like in shadow, or how do we call it? Some kind of smoke form of an old woman too, who is, you know, floating on air, and air came from that form, living form. And then when he passed away, when that passed away, you know that the shadow, or like silhouette is 1/10,000th tip of the head, the sizes. So it's not possible for us to see. When the soul quit from one's body, you will see the soul was floating on air. No, that is mental concoction. How can we see that 1/10,000th tip of the head? Even a microscopic, instrument cannot see that size. So we're experiencing, some are experiencing seeing that form. Okay, so there is a gross form, earth, water, fire, air, and ether that consists this body. And second, we have a subtle form, the mind, intelligence, and the false ego. The gross body, the soul carry that subtle body, no? With that mind, there is subconscious and conscious mind. And when he carried that subtle elements, it may take, some form on it, because the soul or the memory of the subconscious is, is that memory after he before he quit his body is there, and that form was being brought formed by the. We don't have the third eyes to see this, but when they quit their body, no, there is a light. Though your naked eyes cannot see this, there is a transcendental spiritual light. Okay, and they will form a spiritual form, not a gross one. When they develop such, go to heaven or spiritual planets, or in Vaikuntha planets, or in Krishna Loka, you attain purity. When one attain Krishna, when one attains spiritual world. But if a person will go to the lowest pieces of life, or in hell or in heaven, so when they quit their body, they will not, how should I say, they remain a spirit, no? So there will be a special time aside, set aside from for them to go to hell or heaven. So when that Atma, um, because when at the time of that we have Vishnu, Vishnu Dutas, and we have also the Yamadutas. There are two kinds of cups, no? Mga police. Like in military, if you do some good things and then you go to heaven, there's another group. There's a group that will get you and take you there. And another group also, the Yamadutas, will take you to Hellas planetary system if you did something bad things, no, on this present life. So there is what we call the heaven and hell. So some spirit soul also who are too much attached to his loved ones, family, wealth, and house, they will stay here in on this planet Earth for sometimes. Yeah, they will not go to their specific planet for months or year, and then after for sometimes, if that if that if the chances are finished, the Vishnu Dutas or the Yamadutas will take him to the place where he belongs. He will suffer or enjoy for hundreds and thousands of years. But if you will go to Vaikuntha, you will be given a form suitable in that place. Well, we don't know exactly about the calculation of time, because the place so far away. So we do not know, we did not know what year or how many years before you reach on that plane or on that boat. So, due to the ignorance of the science of the soul, the Supreme Lord Sri Vasudeva or Krishna explained it again and again using different words to establish the same truth. Otherwise, how can the living entities who are entangled in the material world become liberated? So, the devotees also of Krishna or his representatives always talking about the Bhagavad Gita, especially chapter 2, because it has to be, no, every day has to be thought just to smash, to enter into reality, to make a deeper understanding, because it's not overnight. It's not like it takes only a week or a month to realize that you are an atma, you are a spirit soul, and you're not the body. It takes time. Some are, it took them for hundreds of lifetime before they would able to realize. Some also, by the grace of their guru, it took only for them maybe one lifetime and maybe a few years. They will come to realize it's up to you. Surrender also to your guru Dev. But most guru Dev are so very earth because I want to enjoy separate from God. But then I realize that there is no way of enjoying separately from Him. No, and then you pray for forgiveness. You pray for. So we are thinking that we can live separately from Him, but the thing is not. So anyway, God is still here with us, but we don't see it. So this is foolishness because we are not the senses. Okay. So prakti kriyamanani gunai karvani sarvasa ahankara vinudatma kartatam ite manyate. The bewildered soul, acting under the influence of the three moods material nature, thinks himself to be the eternal energy of the Lord. This is governed by the three moods of material nature. The devotees of Krishna, by knowingly working under the guidance of the Lord and his representatives or gurus, the spiritual master, are able to rise above the moods nature. Whereas those who are ignorant of the Lord work under the control of his external energy. As it is said in the Shrutis, Mayam stu prakritim vidyam mayinam tu mahisvaram. Those who are ignorant work under the supervision of the external potency of the Lord, and those who are learned devotees of the Lord work under the guidance of the Lord of the external potency. Therefore, it is best to work strictly under the one on the transcendental platform. All work in this world is done within the realm of the three moods of material nature, namely goodness. Knowledgeable person understand that everything is done by the material nature, whereas ignorant, due to the false ego, think everything is done by them. Due to the desire for enjoying sense gratification, the nature of the soul becomes covered with you know, of activities. This is called the false ego of the living entity. As it is said in the Gita, Karya Karana Kartavi Hitu Prakritir Uchite. Nature is said to be the cause and effect of material activities. All work done in the health of the body and its senses is done under material nature. But when such person is trained by good association, he learns how to work for the liberation. Okay. Kaya bitong if we study in school and then trying hard, no, to get some diploma or get some good job. Then you have a family. You're thinking that you are the one who is doing it, no? Studying, struggling so hard. You have persevering in buildings and, to make high-rising buildings. Then afterwards, you are thinking that you are the one who build the buildings or design the new designs, beautiful designs. When the people appreciated that building that you have done, then you're thinking, oh, I have done a great work. Similarly, as a musician, if you play good instruments or playing the band and you become a rock star or a superstar, then you become happy. You're thinking that, oh, I am somebody, I'm a great person, I'm singing the best compared to others. I'm a billionaire, I'm a millionaire, I have a lot of beautiful cars. But suddenly that comes. Okay, so you're thinking that, oh, I have dozens of women, so I enjoy a lot having sex with them. But that is ignorance, no? False ego. Why? You are not the body, you are not the senses. If you take a lot of different foods, you think that you are enjoying it, but no. The soul never eats food. It's eternal, no? When you do, when you have sex with women, the soul playing sex. You have a beautiful body, handsome face. You are happy because you are handsome and you have a lot of money, but you are not that guy. Similarly, if you are ugly and no money, you're sad because you don't have money. When you look your face in the mirror, oh, I am so ugly. But the real sense, you're not that person, an ugly person or a poor person. It's only in the bodily platform. So those who are ugly and don't have money, you must be happy because you are not that kind of guy. Similarly, those who are rich, like living in most of them are very happy because of their good karma, performing good activities on their past life, and now on this present life, they become rich, handsome, beautiful. But they do not know that it's only the result of their actions on their past life. No? You perform goodness to others. Ano, the goodness moods, because there are three moods material nature: goodness, passion, and ignorance. For those people who are good in good, living in a mood of goodness. So on the next life, they will go to heaven. Those are good people. And next is in the mood engineers and this, a lot of things. People who are developing so many advancement in this material on this planet Earth. On the next life, the come back again on this earthly planet to repent. Ultimately, they will not become happy with this. Then they create so many crimes. They don't have restrictions in life. And the purpose is to gratify the senses, no? With no limits. People who are acting the mode of ignorance, the time of death, they will go to hell. They will suffer there for a very long time, but not eternal. Okay, so again, please remind yourself every day, I am a spirit soul. I am only an alien on this planet Earth. No? I belong to my Father who is in spiritual world. I belong to God. No? Tell yourself this every day, so that day by day, you will come to realize something. So always think that this world is temporary and this is not our abode. If you think that every day, then you will ask something more. But if this is not my place, where is that place and how to get there? You will think how to get there, or what is the science from, no? As the embodied soul, the soul living inside the body, continuously changes its gross body from childhood to youth, body of an old body. So the soul changes one body for another body at death. A learned person is not bewildered by such a change. So madam changes, dwindling, then death. So like a cocoon, oh no, like the worm, no? And then he will make a cocoon after for some times. Butterfly came out from the cocoon. That is the one example of reincarnation. And after this body, whatever you have done, is it good or bad, you have to take another form. So that is what we call eternally conditioned, never ending changes. But real happiness is not there. See, only happiness is serving God. So while we are in the material world, but if we are serving Krishna, if we're serving God, then we will really some eternal happiness, enjoyment, perfection in life. Even though we're still carrying this material body, and then if we use this body for glorifying Krishna, then it become also purified. So your body, your speech, your mind, your intelligence, everything belongs to you. That belongs to you. But if it's engaged in the service of Krishna, that it becomes spiritual. That's like the body of Srila Prabhupada or some Vaishnava gurus. They are not manufacturing their own or concocted ideas or mental speculation about anything. We're just repeating it. So the same way, Krishna is talking to you. If we are doing this without asking for something in return, then Krishna will be pleased. Okay, every day please tell yourself, I am not this body. When you look yourself in the mirror, the, the body I've seen is a woman, but in reality I am not that woman. No, I have my eternal form, but since I am not purified, I have to struggle my eternal form. Oh, who am I really? No? Okay, we start from here. I hope you learn a little information and knowledge about what I am talking today. Hare Krishna.